Creativity changes the everyday. Creativity is beautiful. Creativity is active. Creativity is freedom. Alpha NEX5 debut.
Sony.
Now, Linda Kalpoi, here we are, right in the middle of authentic Vanuatu. Now, that must be wonderful for somebody like you in your role as General Manager of the Vanuatu Tourism Office, okay, to have such a product. This is not, false tourism. This is real tourism. And is this sort of natural or the sort of product we can find on Tanna here?
Yes, this is exactly the product that we want visitors to see. It's the actual life. The way people live like thousands of years ago, and they still do that. We're in the new millennium. We still have the people of this village enjoying the good life and everything else that comes with that life in this village in Tanna.
And isn't it amazing to see young kids not sitting, watching television and playing with computer games? These are just making their own games and having fun.
Exactly, and I think that's the most healthiest, sort of lifestyle that they have.
Yeah.
They're quite creative or whatever. They can make a piece of wood out of nothing.
Yeah.
Make it become a toy that they can really enjoy daily.
Yeah. So tell me a bit about tourism in Vanuatu generally. So there's Efate, which is the main island. There's Espiritu Santo, Tanna, where we are now, okay? But in general, is tourism to Vanuatu doing well, and is it growing as you move forward into the future?
Yes, practically 2012 is practically a year that earmarked Vanuatu tourism going back up. We had a bit of a drop in the last 3 years, but we are now starting to see the trend starting to move upwards, and we are seeing really good signs, very positive, especially coming out from Australia, New Zealand, and especially New Caledonia.
Interesting.
That is really growing. And we're also looking afar off into Asia and Europe.
Excellent. And in terms of value for money, what about Vanuatu as value for money for Australians?
It's a great destination for value for money. It's very competitive compared to the other destinations as well in the Pacific. But what I think most of all is basically Vanuatu has the real authentic experience in a sense of great value. You could be probably in these villages, the accommodation could be probably 2-star, but the experience you're getting is 5-star.
Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it?
It's just the value is just right there.
Yeah. So in terms of the competitiveness, okay, so there's a lot of Pacific islands. How do you compete with them, and what makes you really special, besides what you said already?
I think in particular Vanuatu, especially in the Pacific Island, because really there is no way in the Pacific Island that actually has the world's most accessible active volcano, which is in this island in Tanna.
Yeah.
Also, the original of bungee jumping, the land dive, is from Vanuatu in the island of Pentecost.
Okay.
There's nowhere else in the Pacific that does that. And also diving.
Yeah.
We have the President College in the island of Santo.
Yeah.
It's a world-renowned dive site for all, experienced divers.
Yeah.
It's a mecca for divers. So there's certain elements, and again, just to see how people live thousands of years ago, they still do that, and it's very hard to find that.
Well, where can people get more information about Vanuatu from? You're obviously on the internet, and you've got a very smart website, but what's the URL?
It's www.vanuatu.travel.
Yep.
And that's where you can find all information about Vanuatu, and we also link into various websites as well, the airline, the wholesalers, and you name it. It's all there. So basically, www.vanuatu.travel if you're looking for information on Vanuatu.
Linda, thank you very much for your time.
Pleasure.